I'm going to sing you a little Yorkshire song called Rabbit Pie. Now I reckon the bloke that wrote this song seems to have grown up in Yorkshire on a farm about the same time as I did. That was during the Second World War. Meat was very scarce because most of it was put into cans and sent overseas to feed the soldiers. What was left for the home market was all rationed. For the benefit of younger people, I'll explain what rationing was all about. Most food was rationed: clothing, petrol, although not many people had cars. What happened was that the government issued you with a ration book each month with all these coupons in it, and each coupon represented the authority to buy a certain article or a certain amount of food. When you went to the shop, you had to give this coupon to the guy who sold you it, and they weren't allowed to sell you anything that was on the ration unless they had coupons, and the coupons were all accounted for. Now, on the farms, it was not permitted to kill and eat your own animals, except for one thing. Each farming family was allowed to kill one pig per year for their own use. So we did, and of course it was a big one. It was specially fattened up. The only snag of that being that the pig was huge and the fat in the bacon was huge as well. And you had to get a permit from the local police station. You give your permit to a registered butcher, and he'd come to the farm and slaughter your pig and carve it all up for you. Our butcher's called Harry Bean, and I reckon that the actor Sean Bean is one of his distant relatives because they both came from the same place, and Bean's not a common name. Now, the pig was separated into sides, which was bacon, and legs, which were ham. All the trimmings, all the offal, that all had to be consumed fairly quickly because there was no refrigeration in those days. And the bacon and hams had to go down into our cellar for about 3 weeks, packed in salt. We got the salt in big blocks from the local grocer and cut it up and crushed it. Then after it came out of the salt, it was all wiped clean, was wrapped in cheesecloth, and was hung up from hooks in the kitchen ceiling in the farmhouse. And it hung there for the rest of the year. You just carved pieces off as you wanted it. The pig was killed in the winter, of course, and it would keep very well, but the trouble was, it was horrible. It was full of salt and fat. Most people these days wouldn't even look at it. And our other alternative was rabbits. The countryside was full of them. And a lot of countrymen kept a small, fast dog like a whippet to get themselves a rabbit, and nobody worried about it very much. I ate many rabbit pies in my time, but I didn't hate rabbit pies like this bloke in the song. In fact, I actually preferred rabbit pies to the horrible bacon. Anyway, my pet hate was swede. My mother served up swede for every damn lunch in winter because we had acres of it to feed the cattle on. Didn't like the taste of it, although I could eat young swede freshly pulled up from the ground. I could eat them raw, but not boiled swede. No, our cows lived indoors during the winter, and I hated the way they ate the bloody swede and then farted it back at us. Anyway, ready for a song. When I was a lad on Ramsdale side, not much to eat they did provide. Some fatty bacon and an old dead yo, and a sup of milk from little brown cow. We lived on rabbit pie. It was rabbit pie, all this rabbit pie. Oh, aye, rabbit pie, rabbit pie. It's rabbit pie or die. It was rabbit, hot and rabbit cod pie crust soft and pie crust hard. We had it for dinner, we had it for tea, we had it for breakfast, believe you me. I hated rabbit pie. It was rabbit pie, all this rabbit pie. Oh, rabbit pie, rabbit pie. It's rabbit pie or die. Me dad were allus out with gun, wi' dogs and snickles, he had great fun. Sometimes he'd fill an 8-stone sack, we'd buggers to skin when he came back to make our rabbit pie. It was rabbit pie, allus rabbit pie. Oh, aye, rabbit pie, it's rabbit pie or die. Now I went to neighbours to thresh some wheat. I thought she'd give us beef to eat, but my heart sank when I heard her say, I've got you lads a treat today. I've made a rabbit pie. Shit. Rabbit pie, allus rabbit pie. Oh, aye, rabbit pie, it's rabbit pie or die. Now you don't get many rabbits at sea, so I went and joined Royal Navy. But thoughts were with me night and day. The nightmares just wouldn't go away. I dreamt of rabbit pie. It was rabbit pie, allus rabbit pie. Oh, aye, rabbit pie, it's rabbit pie or die. It's rabbits hot and rabbits cold, rabbits young and rabbits old, rabbits tender, rabbits tough. We thank thee, Lord, we've had enough at rabbit pie. But it was rabbit pie, allus rabbit pie. Oh, aye, rabbit pie, it's rabbit pie or die. Rabbit pie.